I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm so mad right now that the glasses gotta go. You know what? I might not even be on the screen. I might just disappear. Like you know what? Just this is the last you gonna see me. You know, it's the last you gonna see me. Honestly, I'm just gonna disappear because we're gonna talk. We're gonna have a talk. What are we gonna talk about? Oh, I'm so glad that you asked. I'm so glad that you asked. Now, you see this lovely ninja here? Oh yeah, you definitely see him, right? So we're gonna click on this figurine care right here, and it's gonna see this right here. You see this? It's called max level, right? Someone actually warned me about this. There's one commenter that's been warning me about this. He was the only commenter, and he said specifically that they can only get max 3 purple star, pink star, peach star, whatever the hell you want to call it. And he was the only person that said that, and I was like, really? Is that true? Like, that's crazy. I don't remember the game ever saying that. The only characters in the game that can go past this are going to be the ultras. That is going to be hugely different from what I needed to like kind of tell that I've been toting and spouting. I was thinking you could just keep going with these characters, and that still doesn't really make sense to me because if you really look at this, right? So like this guy, technically everything's maxed out, right? So at level design 8, right? Design 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like the skill usually, oh no, it's 4, 5, 6, and like 7, and then 8 is like, I think your passive, I think would be 8, right? So even if I go to another character, right, I think they can only go up to 9. If I go to a figurine care, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 will be like, you know, unlocking the passive. So 9. So they only get 1 extra one. So they specifically put into this game for some reason, and I'm so tight that for some reason, even though they're only gonna level up like technically 1 more and get 1 more design letter or whatever like that, that the purples cannot achieve this for some reason. This is actually, in my personal opinion, really huge. And if you made this mistake, if you started making this mistake, just please stop. And another thing that I'm gonna do in this video is kind of explain, and this is kind of gonna be like my promotion guide. I said I was thinking about making one. I really should have, because I would have really looked more into it. I would have looked into more information. If this information is already out there, then God bless. You know, I'm so happy you came across this information and you didn't make the same mistake that I did. But I personally don't always like to look up stuff because I like to figure stuff out on my own. And this is one of the things that I definitely hate about gacha games at times, where some stuff is not intuitive. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna show you this thing too, so you guys can really see the mistake that I made. When I first got a 2-star. So let's get deep, right? So the first mistake that I've ever made was with my boy, and he's actually my first summon, right? Oh, here he is. He's my first summon. You guys should remember that. And I actually got him double two pink star or whatever. And as soon as that came up, right, I got an option. What was the option I got? They asked me to revert, and then they have the revert guide, right? Revert guide. This is the first thing that pops up when I made him into a 2-star. They always show you a decent representation of what you should have, right? So I would pretty much lose the star here. This character would go back to 1 star. I get 36 boxes, which is not necessarily a great thing because it's still RNG. I think that they should change this also. I think you guys would agree. This should be specific characters to get. The same way I got this, I should be able to get it with this, but you know, whatever. So they showed me this, and I immediately was like, okay, that must be what I have to do. Then decided to take my guy 1 star, my 2-star version of this guy, and I made him 1 star. And I realized now that that was a huge mistake. I should have definitely kept him 2, because as you guys can see, now you can revert these, and let me go back to this, and I want to explain this to you guys so you fully understand this. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if there's videos on this. You can only do this, hold on, I think if I put reverse, you can only do this for ultra figurines, right? So as you can see here, I have the option to do it. They'll tell me this, you got a little revert pen, cool. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad option by any stretch of the means. I'll show you in a couple seconds why it's actually a good option. You can only do those with ultra figurines. So as you can see here, now that I realized my mistake, right? So that means I wasted a lot of resources on these characters. Well, not her, but on these characters, right? Not that the design level thing is a waste. Technically, that's perfectly fine. But if I go here and since I can't do that, I can't when I click promote. If I were to even touch one of those characters, and as you can see when I put reverse, they're not here. So I just pretty much lost out on this, and you guys should know what I'm talking about. So let's quickly go over to another character like this, and I keep pressing the wrong button, sorry. But if you guys see, like if I click this guy, right? So you guys know that at this stage, you need 2 of the same brand. 2 purple stars that are 1 star of the same brand. So I could technically go with her, and if I had another copy of her, I'll be doing that, right? That'd be perfect, right? But as you can see in this issue, in this situation here, these characters, I had at least 3 of those, right? Sorry, at least 2, right? 2 or 3. That would mean that I could have used that to get this character up. And let me show you the most egregious of it. So we're gonna go into the brand, and I'm gonna go Let's Red, and look at this. You see this? That means right now, if I really wanted to, I could have a 3 purple starred version of this. So even before I made the mistake, I tried to fix it and I said, oh, let me get Harriet because I can make it 2 star. Technically, I should have made a Let's Red brand 3 star, and I would have been in a way better shot. And this is again, and what I was saying, I come back to it, right? So technically it would be somewhat smart. I'm not gonna actually do it because I kind of want to hold off until I do more summons, but technically it would be somewhat smart to say, hey, let me make you 1 star. I'll get these things here, and then I'll pump all of my things back into what is her name? I think Santa Claus is coming down. Put it into her, and then I would have her become my Let's Red thing. But as you guys know, you need 5 figurines for the Otaku Zone. So if you need 5, and oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons, I'm so sorry. Since you need 5 characters to go into to be the bottom of the Otaku Zone, you're gonna obviously come across some type of overlap, unless you want to be some type of a god, and then you want to do Tenma, Galati, Let's Red, and then Snow White, and I don't know, whatever the other one is, Night 69. So you're probably gonna have a double overlap. So I'll have Harriet be 1, and I'll have some other ones. But what I also wanted to address in this video is who is the best options that you should be going for. Obviously, you're gonna go based off your summons. Let's Red, obviously, I'm gonna have Harriet. She's my 2, and I don't have any other double purples in here except Xantha, right? So that's gonna be who I'm gonna lean on for this one. And then you have Tenma, right? So Tenma, I'm gonna let you guys know before I fully explain it. You're gonna want to go with Zorola. She's one of the options, I would say. Zorola, I think he's technically a good option as well. Again, we'll be there pretty soon. Just hold your horses. And as you can see here, now for Galati, funny enough, I do have some options. I used to have him as a 2 star, but I do have 2 of what is it, Zhao. I have 2 of Suki Duki. I have 2 of him, and I have 2 of Akechi as well. So I have some options for Galati, and depending on how the summons go, maybe I'll go a little bit more heavy into this one. And just as an example, and this is it. No real options here. Obviously, I don't have any other purples except her. She is a purple, but I don't have any other copies, and we just got Yoko for the video. So now I was trying to say before, like, oh, there's better options, right? And obviously that's going to be based on what you can get regularly in. Why this? Okay, that thing usually doesn't pop up that much. That's kind of OD. You want to go by what you can actually achieve in the store. So obviously these things are cool. And yes, here you can get a summon, and in here is another good option. Like, let's say you want to stop doing the summons here and you want to just get your brand. And look, these are Let's Red. This is, I think, Tenma. These 2 are Tenma, and these 2 are Galati. And those are good options, guys. I'm not even lying to you. And if you want to keep resetting promotions, you have an option there. You can literally target a specific brand, and then you can do that. But now what I'm gonna go here is these. Now, actually not these actually rotate. I think these top ones with this currency actually rotate, which is fine. But these, if I'm not mistaken, are always here. Zorola will always be here, and it's this currency. And then you have Zephyr, then you have Ioi, and then you have Kechi, Ophelia, Roma. So you're always gonna have the option for those characters. I think as you get farther in the board game, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I think you do start getting nothing but this this currency, but these things rotate, so that's fine. It's not like you're gonna be getting them at a crazy enough rate that you're gonna be able to get multiple dupes back to back. But as you guys have been saying, and now people have been saying that you need 18 copies, and I've been asking those people, like, what do you mean by 18 copies? Why do you need 18 copies? But this is the way that you would, oh my god, Jesus Lord, this is the way that you would get your 18 copies, because you don't need 18 copies of the character that you might like, but you do need 18 copies of characters that are easy to obtain. So you want to keep getting these, and this is where any place where you can specify and get a certain character, these obviously would be too much, because you need like multiple dupes. But the board game, at the very least, you'll be getting multiple of this currency, and you'll be able to dupe them up, and they have every single brand. This right here, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is purely Tenma. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So if you want to make sure that your account, and don't make the same mistake that I did, you want to make sure that you're focusing on characters that it's very easy to get duplicates of. Just wanted to share that with you guys, because I was literally playing on my lunch break, and it like tore me asunder when I saw the max level thing. Like when I saw the max level thing, I was like, oh my god, that one commenter guy was actually right. He was actually right that the purples only go up to 3-star, and then you literally it just stops. It just stops. And that's insane that they decided to do that. I think that this is an error, like as far as design wise. I think that they should take this out. I think that these characters, especially because actually they're not bad. So like, I feel like it's natural to, like, this guy is really good. He's one of my best characters right now. The fact that I can't continuously upgrade him is actually kind of sad. It just like, it makes this such a waste of investment, and he's not that bad of a character. And same thing with Yuki, who is literally like the actual flagship characters in the game. The characters that they show you in the beginning of the game, they stop at a point. And yes, I know that you could still use them, you can still utilize them, but they're literally, eventually you have to not look into them too much. You have to put them into the otaku zone, and then when you do that, the ultra characters kind of are gonna outshine it. There's obviously gonna be a way better damage dealer for Let's Reddit, and even in general, than this guy, once I have to switch and do everything else in a different way. Now I do know that they have the manager option. See, look, it tried to pop up again. Oh yeah, I can't do it. I have to do it on a non-manager unit, right? Nope, you're a manager. So you can appoint a manager. I know you could do that as well, but the problem is that I think they have to be, you can't replace the star level is too low. I think they have to be of the same level. You get their design, like you can exchange the parts, you can exchange the design letter, which is pretty cool. That means that you could take, like say if I got a new character, like right now I think she's like 4. So if I start her up, I'll be able to exchange her with another one, and then they'll exchange all that stuff, and she'll be 7 and all that good stuff. But at the same time, it's just kind of frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna quit the game, but it does suck that I feel like the game misleads you into making that mistake. I think that it's not as obvious, and I feel like a lot more people will make that mistake the same way that I did. And let me know if you did that mistake, or did you watch a guide? Did someone guide you into the right direction and then you didn't make that mistake? I would really like to know. And let me know if this helped you in any way, shape, or form. So pretty much, still prioritize the ultras. Even though you could definitely build your account. Like, I'm actually kind of happy I was able to progress to the game faster, a little bit more consistently by doing this. But now I'm going to be in a part where I'm redoing everything. Sorry, that thing is frustrating me. It keeps popping up. It's actually popping up way more than it usually does. But nothing, I had to start over, but now I'm gonna slowly start reverting it. Do I think that makes the game like pay to win or anything? No, it doesn't, but it does make it that progress will be slowed down when you hit that wall, when you're ran out of crystals and all that other stuff, and then you're gonna be looking for, damn, I really need a duplicate, but I can't get it. But that's why I'm trying to tell you guys that the board game, literally, on a regular basis, you should be clearing the board game every single time it's available, and that will always give you a slow progress towards getting dupes of the brands that you're investing into. And then as you do that, you'll start to promote those characters slowly but surely, instead of you doing like a character that's not on that list and then you're hoping that you get it from a summon, which is, it's more foolish. And I hope that you guys understand that. And again, YFOs in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if this happened to you. Let me know if you were making the same mistake. Let me know if you are gonna start getting on the right path. And if you are already on the right path, bless your soul. Bless your soul. I've already watched a couple videos, and I already know that there's people that, like, looking at their account, it looks like they're already on the right path. So cool. Don't invest into the purples too deeply, because you actually need their dupes, the duplicates that you're making when you're promoting. You need them for your ultras. So at worst, you might have to expand your bag while you're holding on to the extra units. But at least, at the very least, once you get duplicates running, you'll already have those pieces in play, and your account will start to progress much smoothly. So that I can promise. That I can promise. But anywho, like, comment, subscribe, and just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.